Hello viewers, and 118, and welcome to another World of Tanks special at last. Another 8 Ace Tanker replays to show you in this episode. And we're starting with Guard. He is driving the OI Tier 6 Japanese Super Heavy tank. Yep, this thing weighs 150 tons. And it's only Tier 6. Yeah, that's the Japanese for you in this game. German super heavies start at tier 8. Japanese super heavies start at tier 5. He's in platoon with Alex, you can see him just there in the KV2. And this, by the way, is Lakeville Encounter Battle. And it's a tier 7 game. I have the OI myself, although really I much prefer the KV2 as a derping machine. This thing can still work because it's got better armor piercing penetration. Not that Guard is using any of it. It has better, non-high explosive penetrating power, if you know what I mean. It's got 5 heat shells in, and the KV2 definitely does not get any heat ammunition. So there's a distinct advantage that the OI has. Of course, it's a lot heavier, so it's basically immune to anything ramming it. And got more armor than the KV2. Although it is bigger, a lot bigger, quite a bit slower. So it does have more HP. But then again it would, because apparently HP in World of Tanks is tied to the vehicle weight. And this is of course over twice as heavy as the KV2. 5916 popped out there in the cap circle and Guard ended him. Alex is calling for help because there's an ARL-44 there and it's just been joined by a T-29. Right, what do we have? There's the T-29. 300 damage, just under. And then Alex pops out, does the same thing. So Guard gets the tracking damage for that. Now then, ARL-44 is trying to take out this friendly Stridswagen. Nearly achieved that. That Stridswagen did get lucky. T-29 only shot his outside track. Now then, T-29's not even looking this way. Alex, or maybe not. Took too long to aim. Guard finishes off the T-29 instead. And the ARL-44 has been taken out by Sturdy Mill. Okay. For now, it seems like the town is fairly secure. A lot of friendly tanks in the capture circle. The team are winning by 5 kills now. Game is looking pretty secure as a whole. Well, Alex has found himself an enemy T-25/2. Puts a shot into him. Stridswagen is now actually down. Guard puts a shell into the front of the T-25-2, and that's when 2 heavy tanks appear behind him. Although the peculiar thing about this heavy tank is it's got the same armor on the rear as it does on the front. Sadly, it's not enough to bounce a shot from an ONI. or a VK3601H as it turns out. And the sidearm of the VK3601H is no match for the high explosive shell of the OI. Quite clearly. The KV2 can do that as well. Oh, the Oni bounced. Good rear armour. And good damage caused to that Oni. Oni actually for super heavy tank standards doesn't actually have that much side armour. Or rear armour. Now then, a sturdy mill and a KV-85 left. I think Alex died to one of those heavy tanks, but I don't know which one. Must have been the VK because the Oni didn't get a kill. KV-85, hello. Appears that you were using the 122 and you bounced. And then you go and ram an OI, yeah. That's good for you. Now that's why that's the wrong gun on the K-55. He didn't get to fire again. And he had about 15 seconds. Anyway, let's take a look at the battle results screen. So, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, and High Caliber. 2,838 damage done, 3 kills, 1,308 base experience, 41,493 credits profit with premium account. In fact, you would have earned fairly decent profit with the standard account as well. 855 damage blocked by armor, not bad, and 573 assistance damage. So there we have it. Guard in the OI. A nice opening replay to get us started, and let's move on now. I really can't remember what order I put people's replays in, but someone is up next. Let's find out. It turns out it's now time for the Unicum himself, Stiggie, and he's driving the Batchat 25T, the most famous and the longest serving of the two tier 10 French medium tanks in World of Tanks. Although this thing, to the discontent of many players, is still not HD. I don't know why. Anyway, it's Live Oaks, tier 10 battle obviously. It's not Live Oaks, no, Highway. And he's come up to this corner of the map in the bushes, ready to spot or take advantage of things spotted by the Batchat 12T. No, actually Stiggie was the one to spot that Batchat 25T there. He could have taken a shot, but that would have got him spotted most likely, so he didn't. I was rather hoping someone else would be in a position to shoot him, but they weren't. Oh, WZ-132. He's not getting any assistance damage for that though. There's Batchat. Is he going to take any shots? Yes, he is. That's 1 and 2. Oh, third one missed. Fourth one also missed. Oh, fifth one hit. That is one of the things about the Batchat, really. For tier 10 medium tank standards, it has very poor gun stats. But for a 5-shell automatic gun, it definitely should have. This thing can clip some things, even at tier 10. Tiger 2, what are you doing? You have been spotted quite a long time ago, actually. And you've been shot at, and you're still... There we go. Now you found the reverse key. A bit. Still spotted quite a lot. can see Stiggie is fully aiming between every shot. He's not making advantage of the full DPM of this vehicle, just because he's not fully aimed at the time. Tiger 2 taken out. Poor guy. He didn't even have the tank fully upgraded. It's not the only tier 10 medium tank with bad gun handling for medium tank standards. There is of course the Chinese 121, but that has a heavy tank like gun, a 122mm. Highest caliber by far of all of the tier 10 mediums. Although this thing is... I don't actually know, based on raw figures, whether this has worse gun handling than the 121 or not, but it kind of feels like it. There's Stritsvagen S1. We managed to bounce off Stiggie somehow. Stiggie managed to put a shot into the Stritsvagen S1, although it took a hit from an IS-3, and so he's not going to wait around for another one to appear. He's getting spotting damage on that Stritsvagen S1 now. But was it the Stritsvagen who spotted him in the first place? Might have been. He missed that shot. Here we go. He's got him. Oh, and there's a Borsig. He's gone for the reload. He gets out of there. This is where it could be potentially dangerous towards the end of the match. You see, he's gone for a reload with one shell left in the clip, so he's ended up with 6 APCR shells left with a 5-shell clip. So if he fires all 5 of them, he's going to have to change to heat, because it's not worth going through however long it takes just to load 1 shell, not 5. It's a big problem with automatic guns, but a particularly big problem for the Batchat 25T, because it only has 30 rounds of ammunition in total. The MX-50B has almost twice that, so it's not quite so much of an issue. And I've never seen any Batchat driver carry any high explosive, because it's 5 or nothing. If you could carry 2 or 3, then that would be fine, but not 5. Now then, Stiggie's found the side of this IS-3, although IS-3 does have backup. Stiggie's going to leave the IS-3, prioritise the Borsig here. Yeah, take the Borsig out. Now he's only left with 1 shell of APCR, so he immediately switches to the heat. Still getting some spotting damage though. IS-3 is down. There's still that Jaeger there though. CDC down the bottom. Oh dear. Oh no. That is risky. Oh, he bounced. Okay. And he can't get around because the map border is in the way. Right, there we go. Managed to go through the track and damage him. And again. And killed him with a 3rd shell. 2 shells left. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for a reload, or is he going to see if he can find the Jaeger or the convoy, actually? There's one. There's the... Oh, no, 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 no. Not on 478 health. Oh, actually, you're chancing it there, Stiggie. Spotting damage, though. That's makes it kind of worth it. It has got heat loaded, though, so it might be able to go through the front of the... Oh, hang on. Ah, bad accuracy. Any other of the tier 10 medium tanks, apart from perhaps the 121, would have probably hit that shot. And there goes the Jaeger, more spotting damage. And there's the Conway. Oh, he's taken a hit from the Conway. That thing has quite a fast reload, so someone deal with it quickly. There we go. More spotting damage. Good stuff. That lack of ammunition didn't actually hinder Stiggie in that battle. Ace Tanker, Spotter, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire Effect, and High Caliber. 5,442 damage done, 4 kills, 1,377 base experience, 24,284 credits profit with the premium account, 640 damage block by armor, and 4,022 assistance damage. Virtually all spotting damage, I think. I don't think there was any tracking damage in that lot. And that's, well, the Batchat is the fastest of all the tier 10 medium tanks. Well, joint fastest in top speed, but definitely fastest in acceleration because of the power to weight ratio. And it's one of the more sneaky of them as well, so when necessary it can actually act as a light tank. It's like a big AMX 13105, I guess, or MX 1390, whatever you want to use. Right, well, let's carry on and see who else we have. Alright then, it's now time to say welcome back to one of the replay donators that we haven't really seen in a while. It's Kitten. He's back again, and he is in a platoon here on Ensk Encounter Battle with Rush and Night In. We've seen Rush before. And this is a triple KV2 platoon. It's a tier 7 battle. He took a guess shot there. I guess he was bored. So why not? These three guys have 5 marks of excellence between them. So not bad. I have 2 marks on it myself, but then I didn't press the 3rd mark and I'm down. My percentage has now gone down below the 2nd mark again. Really, when you get the 2nd mark, you should try to keep the momentum up to get the 3rd one. That's what I've found works. Well, sometimes. Hasn't really worked with me in the T95 though. I got a 2nd mark on that, and I can't really get above 88%, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, that's completely irrelevant. This is about Kitten and his platoon, not about me and my T95. MX-12T. It's a KV2 either way you go. Oh dear, that was... I didn't actually hit the MX-12T. Yes, hello. ARL-44 there, though. Can we get behind cover before he fires again? Yes. Good stuff. Now then. ARL-44, hello. Not a lot of damage done. I suspect he hit one of the tracks, which is based quite a way away from the actual front of the hull itself. And that's an LTG, it's a weird looking thing, that. It's really quite Soviet in its design though, because it's very flat and it's not much there. Night In is now approaching, and he takes out the ARL-44, which allows Kitten to come around and deal with the LTG, although Night In has just been taken out by the enemy Chaffee. And the enemy team have won the opposite side of the map. There's a bishop over there, although he seems to be preoccupied with running away from a T-37. Sounded like Rush actually managed to amorag that bishop, which is nice. Was that a Cheeto over there? That is a Cheeto. That is pen material, that is. Not that it's very worth it now. Sherman. Nice juicy snack for a KV2. That AT-15A is going to be a bit of a problem, perhaps. There's only 3 of them left against 5, and that AT-15A is on full health. This Stug 3 is not going to be much use against the AT-15. Oh, there goes the Cheeto. Rush takes him out. Now then, there's that Chaffee. What the hell was that? Kitten. You're just showing off now. What kind of shot was that? Some amount of luck gained, I think. Could barely see the guy. But you know, it's the KV2. It's a very, well, the stats say it's very inaccurate, so the vehicle is actually very accurate. Never mind. Spoke too soon, I guess. There's the IKEA thing. He doesn't seem to be particularly happy that there's a KV2 approaching his front. Oh, got to take this IKV thing out. Then gang up on the AT-15A. This is where good teamwork will always win. There's a GW Panther to be spotted and killed as well. And since this is encounter mode, it probably actually will be quicker for 2 KV2s to go and find a GW Panther than it will for them to cap out. Not that I'm saying I know what's going to happen, I don't. As always, I never know what's going to happen unless it's a replay that I played myself. Recently enough to remember what happens. Only one more shot is required to finish off that AT-15A, and yet Rush gets it. Right, well, Kitten indicates to Rush on the map where roughly the shot from the GW Panther came from. So they're going to go separate ways. Find the GW Panther. Not usually a good idea to split your forces at this crucial stage of the game, but it is only artillery, and well, that's the only reason really. And the artillery, I guess GW Panther is faster than the KV2. Oh, speaking of which, there he is. Rush. You don't have a shot? Alright then. Kitten, I guess it's up to you then. Yes. Beautiful stuff. So. Ace Tanker, Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Naden's Medal for destroying all light tanks. In a KV2 of all things. Top Gun. Rush actually managed to get top on team with 2,451 damage done. 4 kills, 1,273 base experience, so he must have also got an ace. 2,379 damage for Kitten, 6 kills. 1,260 base experience. So actually well done to both Kitten and Rush in that battle for both getting aces. 29,423 credits profit with premium account and 540 damage blocked. And apparently it was his first game after weeks. Well, you certainly know how to make a comeback, Kitten. And, well, KV2's not a bad choice, I guess. It never fails to impress, that vehicle. Never does. Brilliant. Okay, let's carry on with whoever. It's time to get sexy. Yeah. Not really. It's just Seksi who's the one driving now. And he's driving the E100. One of the tier 10 German super heavy tanks. Of which there are now 3 actually. We have this weighing in at around 130 tons, I think. The Mouse, obviously the king of all super heavies, weighing in at around 190. And the new one, the newcomer, the Panzer 7. I don't know how much that weighs exactly, but it's probably about the same as E100. Oh, Batchat 25T in the distance there. That was very close. This is a tier 10 metal on Erlenberg. It's been spotted. Luckily he's got good cover from all these buildings. There's an enemy Mouse over there. Although he's behind cover. More spotting damage on WZ-132? What is going on? He's not even spotted. Is he? No, he's not. Can't be that one all the way over there. He's far too far away. I just go into render range. Still, I'm not going to complain. There's the Mouse again. Oh yes, 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 Mouse. Yes, Mouse. Oh my god, what a high roll that was. 750 alpha and you roll for 929. Certainly not going to complain about that. Oh, Type 4 heavy. With what seems like the 14cm gun. Yeah, Oho was the better shot, so he took that instead. What is that on the side there? Is that a S51 with a thing, with a, I don't know what you call it. Apparently it is. Shot failed on the Oho. Got anything on this side? No, just a German thing. Spotting damage on the Oho though. He must be nearly dead. He really must be nearly dead now. Is the Mouse in a position to shoot again? Stutzwagen S1 behind buildings. Well, friendly team controls the eastern side of the map. Oh, that was a good shot. Perhaps a bit lucky, I don't know. I tell you what, the heat was definitely necessary for that shot. Armor piercing wouldn't have worked there. And that one rolled high for 843 damage as well. Oh, there's the Mouse again. Yeah, that was a more risky shot. When the Mouse starts angling, virtually nothing can deal with it. Oh! Ow. Object 261 shot Seksi and he lost both of his loaders and his commander, so he's healed back one of the loaders. He's going to have to wait 90 seconds before he can do the same to the other loader. And he hasn't got any view range either. Even if that Mouse does reverse, he's going to be massively angled again. not going to provide a good shot. That's when the high explosive would come in handy. And it does come in here really handy on the E100 because it's got the joint biggest gun of all tier 10 heavy tanks. 15 centimeter, 150 millimeters. Type 5 Heavy also has it. Has one of that caliber, but it is a dirt gun. And that shot went a bit high, but it still worked. Right into the side of the Type 4 Heavy's head. I don't think he's going to get shot into the other Type 4 though, because, well, A, he's gone off the map, and B, Commander and Loader dead. That was very risky to take. However, yes. Not worth it for the damage really, but, well, nothing else to shoot at. Medkit came off cooldown, so he's healed his commander now. He might need some view range soon if that IS-7 goes down. Oh yeah, Type 4 Heavy's down, with the help of a friendly Type 4 Heavy actually. I don't think that mouse is going to be silly enough to drive out there again though. There's that extremely low health Oh-Ho. Well, VK101P. That's got some really funny shaped armour, that thing does. Although he bounced as well, so all is good. That's the first of the German super heavies, by the way, the VK101P. That was the Oh-Ho attempting to hit. Not worth it for the damage, but, well, removes the gun, I guess. The medkit is now off cooldown again. Don't think Seksi's noticed, though. VK101P's now switched to high explosive, which is understandable. There we go, VK101P down. He's going to heal the second loader. Yeah. Just in time as well, because he just got stunned before using that medkit, so it cured the stun as well. Maybe he was waiting for that, I don't know. Just tell the team that the artillery is in K1. And what do we have over there? C49. He switched back to the armor piercing now. He doesn't need heat anymore. All the big fat heavies are down. That Borsig is definitely not big, fat and heavy. Quite far from being all of those. Took a guess shot at whatever that was, an E50. So did the Type 4, but neither of them hit. He's actually now loading a high explosive. That's a bit awkward. He's been spotted. Where's the Borsig? Got him. C49 up there, WZ132. WZ. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, it's so hot in here, I tell you. It's 3:15 in the morning as well. fact that because it's so hot, it's the only reason why I'm actually recording this special at this time. Just couldn't get to sleep at all, so I thought, why not make use of the time productively and record the special that you've all been waiting for, including me actually. Oh my god, that WZ actually got team killed by the E50, and there's the T49. No more though. There's the E50. Stutzwagen, this one is still out there somewhere, although it's not been spotted in a very, very long time, so it could literally be anywhere. E50, I'm not sure you're running away fast enough. There we go. Point proven. Now where's the Stutzwagen? 261 again. Uses the medkit again to remove the stun. You might as well, because you don't actually have to pay for the consumable every time you use it. You only have to pay for it once if you use it once or twice or 10 times in a battle. It's a nice change that they implemented. Whenever it was 2 or 3 patches ago, perhaps. Well, the Stutzwagen S1 is still over there, and the Batchat 12T has also run into the GW Tiger P and killed it. Although Seksi is still adamant that the Object 261 is over here somewhere, and I think he's right. IS-7 is racing to the aid of the Batchat. Type 4 Heavy follows close behind Seksi. The Stutzwagen did actually take out the Batchat. But where's the object? There he is. Yeah, that's where it gets a bit risky when you're firing high explosive at tier 10 artillery, because they actually do have a bit of armor to survive high explosive shells. So Type 4 Heavy kills him instead, and the IS-7 gets to kill the Stutzwagen. So there we have it. E100. Ace Tanker, Spotter, Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and Top Gun. 6,629 damage done, 7 kills, 1,171 base experience. The unit had a standard account, so we lost 34,664 credits in that battle. Of course, he fired a lot of premium ammunition. He had to resupply 74,000 credits worth of ammunition in that battle. 1,860 damage blocked as well, and 1,773 in assistance. A good combined total there, I tell you. Sexy in the E100 for you. Now I'm actually sure that it's a replay from me next. I don't know why I remember that one of all replays in the order of things. Anyway, let's Sexy. You do know how to spell carry, don't you? At this stage, I think I mentioned it before, I assume you're deliberately spelling it like that, which is of course an Indian dish. Completely different meaning to carry. Anyway, just like to make sure of that. Anyway, let's continue with the replay from me. Alright then, this is the replay from me. I am driving the Jagdpanzer E100, tier 10 German, I guess you could say super heavy tank destroyer. I don't actually play this thing very often, but for some reason, a night or two ago, I decided I just wanted to really play tank destroyers a lot, and this was one of the ones I chose. That WZ-132A wished I hadn't. This is a tier 10 battle, obviously. Yeah, this is Live Oaks. One of the North American maps. A good opening shell. Can I keep that up though? It's one of the best things about the Jaegeru, obviously. You do 1000 damage per shot. About. Assuming they're not killing shots, and the target's only on 500 health or something. Is that VK behind? Yeah, it's behind the building. Previously to that, I could have loaded a high explosive shell to clear the building, but I didn't think of that in time. I was hoping that that would hit the side of the VK, but it didn't. It hit the front, so it bounced. The enemy team definitely have control of the town now. Can I shoot that T-7 heavy without aiming? Yes, I can apparently. Yes, why the hell not? How cute, they're trying to pen me. It's one of the reasons why I say super heavy tank destroyer. Defender. Oh, hello. Oh, oh, no, too late. PK doesn't want to advance. Actually, he does. No. Thought he was going to keep reversing so I'd be able to pen his roof of the engine deck, but it didn't happen. He stopped. It was at this point of the game when I thought, it's not actually going to be that good of a battle, despite the opening shot. I wasn't in time for that shot to come out. Defender, yeah, very poor aim there. That Defender has got basically the same upper plate armor as the IS-7, and, well, you wouldn't try your luck even with a Jaeger against that, would you? That's an oh-ho though, I can pen that. There we have it. The gun's back to work. Glorious. However, I've only got one ally left with me. It's an IS-3, so it's not going to survive very long in this tier 10 match. Now then, what do we have? Okay, that Defender needs dealing with, I think. Not enough of a high roll to kill him. Although, left him in a one-shot for friendly tanks over to the east, perhaps. Yeah, this is not very good. I hope that Defender dies, and in fact the MX-5100 did manage to take out the Defender. I'm getting shot at by that T-57 heavy, but I can't really deal with him, because the VK bro was going to try to flank me. Luckily I did manage to deny that. Now it's the T-54 that's the big problem, because he's the next candidate for flanking me. I really need the ammo rack here in order to kill him. I actually said it to myself while playing the replay. I could do with the ammo rack here. Well, you know, I said something like that, and boy did the game deliver. Jaegeru, that's just something about you. Another defender over there. Hello. No aim required, apparently. I actually didn't mean to pull the trigger at that precise point, but I wasn't complaining by the outcome. Now then, that's T54 lightweight. Could really, you know, be worth killing. But it seems like I didn't give quite enough lead as I needed to. Shot didn't connect. Running low on the old armor-piercing shells. I had 14 of them to start with, and I fired 11 of them. Not done damage with every one of them, obviously. Hello, T4 that way. Oh no. However, I don't think that lightweight is going to have enough time to flank me. Unless it does that, but I have a repair kit, so I think I'm quite fine. Boom. Yes. And the rest of my allies are now closing in on this lonesome Indian panzer. There he is. Actually gone back into the town. So the T-54 is going to be able to deal with him. Oh, so unlucky for that. T-54 managed to ram the Indian panzer, but only leave the Indian panzer on 1 health. So close to a ram kill there. Right, well, that's an ace tanker, a spotter, somehow, bruiser, demolition expert, fire for effect, shell-proof, steel walled, high caliber. 8,885 damage done. 3 kills, 1,246 base experience. 51,475 credits profit with a premium account in a Jaegeru. Well, I didn't fire any heat, I guess, and I messed up a lot of those shells. I mean, look, I fired 13 and only 8 penetrated, so 5 of those shells were wasted, really. I still made over 50,000 credits profit, amazing. 4,540 damage blocked by armor, that's the super heavy component showing there. And 1,323 assistance damage, apparently. I had no idea, really. I didn't remember that. So, does that sort of number ring a bell to you, Stiggie? On that vehicle? Yeah. I've been doing quite a lot of 8k damage battles in tank destroyers recently. I don't know why. I've had 2 in a T95 and 1 in this and 1 in the Stridsvagen. It's been annoying spill a lot, I can tell you that. And Stiggie still hasn't beaten my personal high score of 9.6k or whatever it was in the Death Star. Don't worry, Stiggie, you'll get there eventually. I know you will, just because you're you. You're amazing. Anyway, let's carry on. Still got 3 more replays to get through. And, well, yeah, let's continue. Now it's time for the recurring special guest. It's Alex, and he is driving the AMX-12T. Tier 6. Is it still Tier 6? Yes, it is. French light tank. It's Sand River, an assault battle, and he's on the defending team. It's a Tier 8 battle, and he's come to the middle of the map. Good spot, I suppose, for scouting. Going to reverse out, since it's a rear. Turret is mounted at the rear of the vehicle. Didn't spot anything initially. Look how small it is compared to that Scorpion. So cute. All the French light tanks are, really, in a sense. Was that just me? I don't know. Can't see anything at the moment. Something can see that scorpion though. See any shots of that? No, he doesn't. It's a T-43. Now then. Oh, SU-100M1. That thing has weirdly trollish armour. I think they call that the Stalin shoe as well. The nicknames people give to tanks boggles the mind sometimes, but he does. He went for the reload, and now he's about to reload in time to shoot up this Oni. Once. Second one bounced. Looks like shots of the other guys. I don't know what they're all crowding around there for. There's the Oni again and gets the kill. Once again, Oni's side armour. It's quite lacking really compared to the front. Otherwise, I really don't think Alex could have dealt with that guy. T-150 once. Figure 3601H takes the second shot. Damn fly in here. It's being really quite annoying. Is someone going to poke out again? T-150, maybe? Oh, hello, Spick. Is that a Spick? Get off. Damn thing. We hit the VK3601H there. Wasn't paying attention because I was somewhat distracted. That Cromwell is in serious trouble though. That T-43 is right there, and however, Alex is reloaded. Puts 1 in, 2, 3. Help from the Cromwell as well. Fourth one was too late. A44 takes out the T-43. Gets tracked by the STA-2. Immediately repairs the track and starts getting a move on into the town where he's got some cover from all directions. Oh, hello. Oh, he's dead. There was a T-150 over there. But he doesn't want to get shot at, apparently. Not a bad tactic. Just seeing that fly move around on the desk in after the corner by is so annoying. Anyway, STA-2 managed to mess up his shot somehow, and That means Alex managed to take the SJ2 out. Now, I don't know whether this is intentional, but he's now loading a high explosive clip. Which wouldn't be a bad idea against the Type 64 that is now dead. I seem to remember before I queried about the high explosive being in the second slot and the premium ammo being in the third slot, and Alex did actually tell me why that was, and that's to make sure it doesn't accidentally start spamming premium ammunition and losing a lot of credits if he accidentally presses the 2 key. So switched back actually to the 3/4 full armor piercing clip that he's left, and let's see what he can do with that. There were 2 tank destroyers up here. Oh, and there's one of them, the sturdy mill, and the ICU. Oh dear. Oh. Getting spotting damage though. That ISU missing gives Alex a chance to put a shell into the sturdy mill. That damn fly. Now he's loading the APCR, of course. He's out of armor piercing. And more often than not, high explosive isn't going to be much use. I actually noticed that Alex makes good use of the handbrake on many occasions throughout this battle. Works very well in a light tank. Just one shell into the sturdy mill. The ISU must have died because he's no longer around. Yeah, the corpse is up there. Though he did get shot in the side by the Spick. So he keeps on the move. There's also a very, very big artillery. The gun of the GW Tiger P is basically bigger than this tank. Oh, that's a rock. It's actually looking for this GW Tiger P. Not a bad idea, and there he is. Him sitting up there without sixth sense, obviously. 1, 2, 3. Didn't actually have a full clip loaded, so GWP might survive. No, he won't survive. Alex will reload in time. What is he doing? He's just sitting there. Don't forget, although the 1 minute counter has sounded, this is Assault. It's only 10 minutes long, and Alex is on the defending team, so he'll win if the battle timer runs out, which looks like it's going to happen. There's still 4 enemies left, and Alex is on the complete wrong side of the map. And he got to kill the artillery as well. 10 seconds left. There's the T-150, there's only 2 enemies left. And there we go. Battle ends. Not actually very sure what's happened while watching these replays back to the sound that is made when the battle actually ends. I don't know what happened to that sound. It's broken for some reason. Just a replay thing, obviously. Ace Tanker, Spotter, 5 for effect, Orlix medal for destroying 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a light tank, and the enemy vehicles must be at least 1 tier higher. Tanker Sniper as well. 2,160 damage done, 3 kills, 1,333 base experience, 26,581 credits profit with premium account, and 1,446 assistance damage. No damage blocked, obviously. It's just an AMX-12T. Exactly 4,000 experience as well. That's unusual. Well, there we have it. That would usually mark the end of a special, but this is an 8 replay special, so there are still 2 more replays to go, and it feels like I've been going for ages. It's now 10 to 4. Anyway, let's carry on. Some of you might be wondering why you're not seeing any replays from Dead Man or Spill. That's because Dead Man hasn't played the game in about a month. And the 2 replays that I actually have from Spill are in the same vehicle, so I'll put them in a World Tanks Replays video instead, like I usually do with that kind of thing. So instead we're back to Stiggie, and he's driving the VK40... what is it called? VK4502P Ausfay Tier 8 German heavy tank. It's an encounter battle on Westfield. What is it? Murovanka. That was a good snipe into the Super Pershing cupola there. And another one. You lost a fair bit of health initially going across into the foresty area, but he's in the clear now. The CDC over there has received a lot of damage. Looks like Stiggie's just going for him now. Hello. He's gone. Every time I get an itch on my arm or something, it feels like that fucking fly is back again. Makes me kind of paranoid in a way. You don't want my life. I'm joking, it's not all that bad. And then what do we have here? German Bulldog. Good hit. Didn't get spotted. He's hit him again. How is he not getting spotted by that guy? Or do you not have 6th sense? I didn't notice at the beginning whether he had 6th sense or not. He must have been spotted by that Bulldog now. Or the Super Pershing, yeah, he doesn't have 6th sense yet. Super Pershing is dead. Base is being capped by the enemy, although someone, I think the Centurion, has just reset the cap. So that's good. Tiger 2 over there. I was about to say Yanked Panzer 2 for some reason. That's not even a thing. I suppose you could say the Marder 2 is like a Yak Panzer 2. Or the Marder 3. Oh, is that the 251? Yep, hit him. Then again, the Marder 3 is like a Jagdpanzer 38T, but actually the Jagdpanzer 38T is the Hetzer. Took the WZ-132A there. There he is again. It's good to have layers of concealment between you and the enemy, but it doesn't always help seeing what you're actually doing when you've got that kind of tank in that kind of situation where you only really see his turret every now and again. You don't really know where to aim exactly. That was very well aimed, and that was high explosive as well. You can tell by the shell velocity and the damage roll. GW Tiger P, aiming this way. Dirty. Dirty high explosive. There's another artillery as well. But I don't think he's going to be able to kill him with this one shot because it's a tier 9 artillery. The M53, M55. Does that thing have a nickname? I feel like it does, but I don't know what it is. There it is. It did pen, but didn't deal enough damage to kill him. And that was APCR. I don't know whether he meant to fire that or not. Oh well, it's Stiggie. He fires a lot of APCR. He's a golden noob. But at least he gets the job done. He gets the job done better than the rest of us most of the time. Now then, Target 2 and T-34 in the cap, IS-3 is in the town, and Panther 8.8 is engaging the WZ-120 over there on the other side. Now, who's Stiggie going to find first? There's the Tiger 2 in the cap circle. The IS-3's actually gone in there as well with them. Or the T-34 actually came out. There's a shot into the Tiger 2. Okay, Tiger 2. Oh, he got taken out by artillery. Yeah, that is something now that the Stiggie's team has that the enemy team doesn't. That's artillery support. Can prove incredibly life-saving at a battle today or yesterday. Well, it wasn't today because it's now 4 AM, but I know what I mean. Shot onto IS-3 there, distracting him a bit. I was playing the Object 704 with the derp gun. Don't ask questions. And I absolutely got saved by 2 artillery players on the team, just absolutely hammering the things I was spotting. And I managed to get a first class and high caliber with the derp gun. Anyway, irrelevant. Ace Tanker, Hand of God, 5 for effect, Pascucci's medal, which is now only for destroying 2 SPGs. High caliber and Confederate. 4,335 damage done, 3 kills, 1,255 base experience, 31,500 credits profit with premium account, 240 damage blocks, 793 assistance damage. And that leaves one more replay left. I think it's another replay from Seksi, but don't quote me on that, because I've known to be wrong many times before on that regard. So let's find out. It is actually Seksi, so you don't have to beat me up this time. It's now time for some pro scouting with the T-49, Tier 9 American, it's Tier 9 now, American light tank. And this is Malinovka, one of the best maps for scouting. He's already spotted 2 enemy light tanks and 2 enemy heavy tanks and a tank destroyer. I think he's getting spotted faster than I can speak, really. There's a mouse. That's a lot of spotting damage from that waffle. He must be nearly dead now. Yes, he's only got 50 health left. He's managed to get 3k spotting damage already. ST1. managed to snipe through the windows, and the waffle is actually dead. Okay, Seksi's job in that bush is done. No more enemies are going to be worried about getting themselves spotted at this stage of the game. Those two artillery shells came in at exactly the same time. How unusual. MX 1390, I don't know what you were doing. I've seen a lot of these T-49s now, they're no longer using the derp gun. It does have a derp gun still, right? I don't know, anyway, it has this single shotgun. Well, I think it had this gun before, but it was only able to fire high explosive and heat or something. But now it can fire APCR as standard, so it's a somewhat improved gun, really. There's this STI, he's already got a lot of spotting damage on it. We managed to mess that shot up, really, but it doesn't really matter. I think the team's going to, yeah, the team's going to finish him off. A lot of good work done by the team here. That's what you need to really rely on when you're a light tank and you're trying to passive scout, or even active scout. It's not really so much about what you do, it's about what your team does. And he's just managed to spot himself an artillery, and he can't resist not firing at such a target like that, although he didn't get the kill. But he did get the spotting damage for the kill. Consumables are off cooldown. I didn't even realise he managed to use them. Oh yeah, he did when he got shot by artillery, of course. Somehow one of the two mice remained unspotted all this time. It's quite impressive for a mouse, to be honest. Yeah, there's one that we spotted earlier. Yeah, we're just a puny light tank, and that's a massive mouse. No one's ever said that before. Decides to fall back to another bush. There's no point being that close when you can be a bit safer. Trying to get cheeky shots into the side of that mouse. He's pulling back far enough behind the bushes, but he's not being able to penetrate, so he's going to lower the heat instead. Ah, that worked. Yeah. Goes back towards the bushes to make sure he keeps on getting spotted. Yes, there we have it. Starting to make the gun work now. Looks like that shot might have gone in. So did that one. He's actually double bushed here anyway, so he doesn't have to get behind the bush so much. I guess you should just be safe. That's a Type 5 heavy. What is it with all the super heavies these days? Of course, with the artillery nerfs and the buffs to super heavies, it's all going well for the super heavies most of the time. I see a lot more of them on the battlefield nowadays. I was just being spotted by that mouse. What just happened there? Fucking fly. Well, we got shot by the 1390 and had his driver knocked out. There's the 1390. Just put a shot into him. There's the mouse. Doesn't have a shot. artillery is still trying to kill him. There's the 1390. Can he kill that? Yes, he can. Alright, it's the batched artillery and the mouse left. He can take one hit from the mouse to be safe. The mouse, that has managed to lose 1 health, oh, a bit more than that now. Not worry about the artillery, someone else will deal with that. So be careful he doesn't get rammed to death now. Just continuously firing into the rear of this guy. Got stunned a bit by friendly artillery, but it doesn't matter. They've won anyway. Stridsvagen actually got the kill on the mouse. One of the Stridsvagens, there's actually more than one. Ace Tanker, Spotter, Hand of God, Fire for Effect, all looks medal again. Scout, Patrol Duty, Get Off My Finger. So glad this is the last replay. 3,515 damage done, 3 kills, 1,495 base experience. He lost just under 2,000 credits, but that was with a standard account. 6,557 assistance damage. Pro spotting. T49, best tier 9 scout. Well, perhaps for you. I prefer this Spare Panzer 8251 myself, which had a bizarre game in recently, and that'll come up in a future video. Anyway, thank you to myself, to Stiggie, Seksi, Kitten, Guard, and Alex for sending all those replays in. I think I covered everyone there. And that was a really good special. I hope you enjoyed watching it, viewers. As always, good luck on that battlefield, or with whatever games you're playing, and I'll see you next time.